Hey everybody, Tas Cru here, but everybody knows that. Here in this video today to talk about what's going on with my latest record, Drive On. Now this record came out last February, but a lot has been happening. Of course, everyone knows that these last few months have been a challenge for a lot of folks, but the record seems to have thrived during these times. It's been very interesting. So in this video, I'm going to catch you up to date with what's been going on with the record and the songs and how people are reacting to it. Plus, you're going to get a chance to meet some of the folks who played key roles in helping this record be the success that it is. So relax, enjoy as we explore, and I catch you up to date.
Drive on, drive on, drive on, drive on. The only thing for me to do.
Okay, so here I am with Ron Keck, who is the owner, operator, engineer, man of many talents here at Subcat Records, including the one that's responsible for all of the bills. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Ron, listen, I just wanted to have this chat with you today to catch you up on what's been going on with Drive On. You caught wind of some of the stuff. You know, there's been getting some good reviews and getting a lot of airplay.
Actually, I've been following it quite intently here.
Good to hear.
Love the fact that what we've been putting out of here at Subcat Studios is grabbing some notoriety. Mm-hmm. So I'm honored.
Well, it certainly is getting some notoriety for sure. In terms of radio airplay, all of the various charting reporting organizations like Roots Music Report, Living Blues have shown that the record is being played widely and extensively. So, and over the whole period, since it was released in February, and the reviews that have been coming in from all of the majors and the people that just do it as an avocation as well have all been really strong and really positive. I mean, we've heard from Blues Blast magazine, Blues Music magazine, Living Blues, Blues Matters. And it's gotten just great positive reviews. And they mentioned the production in these reviews as well, which I know makes you happy.
It does.
Yeah,
it does,
yeah.
Sure.
Not just the performance in the song.
Well, I will say it was very inspiring for me because obviously not just being the engineer, I had an opportunity to do some percussion stuff on it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you did do some percussion on that.
Yeah,
too.
I really had a good time doing it. The thing about this record in particular is the amount of space that you left to be creative and and from an audio standpoint, even more so. We had some great tonal balances on this record. It just, to me, it's fun. It's fun to listen to,
So, Ron, this is the fourth album we've done together. Did you think when we did the first one, You Keep the Money, they would be doing 4?
No, I really didn't, to be honest with you.
Really?
No, I didn't know how far you were going to continue to go with this stuff.
I love the studio, and it was a good fit, and I'm always writing songs, so I just had to keep rolling. Memphis Song last year was really, really good, and the songs are great. I mean, they're all good as far as I'm concerned, but Memphis Song really stood out. And I remember when we started working on Drive On, we both kind of agreed that we had to make this one even better. Yeah. What did we do to make it better, from your perspective as the engineer?
Well, from my point of view, the foundation that we started with we were picky. We were very picky, and we wanted the foundation to be strong so that whatever we added to the top of it, that it was synced all the way through. There always was a pocket. We took tonality into consideration in terms of the choice of instruments that we were going to be putting in certain phrases of the music. It was very well thought out right from the very beginning. So to me, I think that was the biggest change in relation to all the other records.
I remember when I first brought to you the idea that I was going to use a saxophone on the record rather than a harmonica. Yeah. You had some doubts about that.
Well, I did, because it to me it seemed like you were starting to take your music in a different direction. Now, I'm not to say that was a bad idea, but I was questioning it because I was trying to get a handle on, all right, what direction are we really going with your music? Mm-hmm. So when you mentioned the saxophone, it was always, okay, let's see what it's going to do. Let's see where it's going to go. And it came out great.
The saxophone is played by Anthony Terry. Most people know him perhaps with the Anika Chambers Band and his own band, No Refund Band, from Houston, Texas. He and I met a while ago in Memphis, Tennessee, and we talked about maybe doing a project together, and the time just seemed right to do something different. Yeah. Now, the other Anthony Gerasi on keyboards, Another connection that I met in Memphis, and he mentioned wanting to maybe play on the record. He and I did a couple of live shows, and I loved the way that he played, and brought him in. So he played both Hammond B3 and piano on that. By the way, he loved that Yamaha piano.
Yeah.
What he was most impressed with was the fact that when he was recording his sessions, you actually kept the piano tuner here on site in the studio during the entire time that he was recording.
Absolutely.
And had him tweak it whenever there was anything that was slightly out. Yeah, I was impressed by that too. So maybe let's hear from them. They had a couple things to say about it too.
The facility is magnificent. I mean, I'm not just saying that because you're asking me. I walked in and it's 3 studios with film production and voiceover studio, and it's just a comfortable atmosphere. Sometimes you walk into places that are real kind of sterile, and you the vibe is, but this is a very vibey place, and everybody here is just, man, makes you feel welcome.
I told him about the rule though. When you leave and my picture's next to the door, everybody's got to plant a kiss on it before you walk out the door.
All right, I did one
Is
already.
that right?
I did one.
That's right.
I did
Okay,
one.
good.
I have to wipe it off over there.
Yes.
But I did do that. So
You believe that?
yeah, we're not having any fun at all, are we?
No.
None.
There's something about a studio that's magical. To me, it's like, just a beautiful place to be in. I've never been here before, and I'm super impressed and stuff, super impressed, not only with you as an engineer, but what you've done as far as studio-wise. I don't really know what gear is, but that's pretty impressive what you got here. The instruments are great. The B3 for me was fabulous. The piano is great. That's, being a keyboard player, that's the first thing I inquire about when I book a studio for any of my projects. And this now is very high on my list. I hope in 2 years or a year and a half, I'll be ringing you up, and I mean that.
So yeah, see, they were impressed with the studio, and they are. I know they want to come back again. They like my music. They think it's got a vibe. You've mentioned that yourself.
I love your music. Are you kidding me?
What is it about it, Ron?
Well, as I said earlier, I mean, the space, you're giving them the opportunity to be creative.
Mm-hmm.
I love the vibe. There's a certain style that you bring that is pleasing to listen to. I mean, we put a lot of ear candy in terms of the percussion stuff. That was fun. Really enjoyed doing that. Foundation was so strong that any percussion player that was going to lay anything in there, it's real easy to do because it's so solid to begin with, but really loved the style.
I think Anthony Terry and Anthony Gerasi both felt similar about the vibe as well. So, let's just hear what they have to say about it.
Well, what I like about him is that it's kind of steeped in blues. Not only the chord progressions, but his lyrics are kind of steeped in blues. I really dug his last record, Memphis Song. I really dug playing that with him the few times that we've played. So I mean, he has. I believe he has the history of blues and blues music in him. But we also have to realize it's 2019. Things are different. Environment's different, and by environment I mean who we're playing for, who's listening to our music. So I think he does a good job of, if I can use the term, being a modern blues man.
So we've always had great chemistry. I mean, from the very beginning. There's a lot of different things that are going to be on this album, which is going to be, I think, a great album, by the way.
Yeah, music is like growing a beard. If it ain't growing, you're going,
There you have it, a little backdrop of what's been going on with this record, Drive On, behind the scenes look at it. You got to hear from Ron Keck, Anthony Gerasi, Anthony Terry. All I can say is that during this whole COVID thing, I'm very fortunate in that I can say that I actually got to play some of this music out live before all of this hit. Thanks to everybody that has been paying attention to the record. I'm very, very proud of it. I'm so happy to be affiliated with Subcat Records and Subcat Studios here in Syracuse. It's a match made in heaven as far as I'm concerned, and going into 2021, I'm going to come out like gangbusters, going to be playing this stuff, and you know what, there's probably a new project in the works too. So for right now, just drive on, because that's the only thing that we can do is just keep driving on. Thanks.